Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chris's collection. As you can see on the screen, this is Grand Theft Auto 4. So this is kind of a weird story because, so I actually bought Grand Theft Auto 4 at launch for the PS3, actually. And so whenever we cover PS3, I'll go over that story. But uh, what happened was I remember everyone kept saying, dude, but like, you sure you want to get on PS3? Because remember, Xbox 360 is going to get that exclusive DLC. Like, don't you want to wait for the exclusive DLC? And I'm like, fuck, do I? Like, I was like, nah, come on, really? Exclusive DLC? Why? Who the fuck cares? I said. And like I really just kind of like wrote it off. I was just like, oh, I don't really care about that. I don't, I'm not really big on that. Whatever. And then like the game was really good. like, like this game was quite good. And then all of a sudden I'm like, damn, I really want that DLC. And then the DLC came out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get the DLC. So like legit, I actually went to a GameStop, I remember, and I bought the used copy. They had a used copy of Grand Theft Auto 4, and I'm like, hello, sir, I would like a used copy of Grand Theft Auto 4. And then I said, by the way, are you selling the DLC? And they're like, oh, yeah, absolutely. And it was really cool because it came in, God, and I had it for the longest time, and I have no idea what happened to it. But it came with a case that had the Lost and the Damned on it with, like it had the Lost and the Damned, but it also, like, obviously you were buying the season pass, so they're like, oh, don't worry, you'll get the Ballad of Gay Tony later, because that was the second one. And so yeah, I remember playing it and thinking like, oh, this is so fucking cool. Like, I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. Like it was, I loved how it took place during the game. Like it was like what it was kind of like Half-Life, It was an expansion that took place during the events of GTA 4. So when we weren't playing as the main character in this game, we got to see the perspectives from like the biker gang, who later appeared in fucking GTA 5. And then Ballad of Gay Tony, same thing, is another character that we got to like revisit and stuff like that. So it was just cool. It was such a fun thing. It was so new. Like DLC was such a like new thing back then. That like it was just exciting. It was like, oh, holy shit, dude, DLC. Like it's expanding the games. So that kind of whole situation, I learned a lesson because after that I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like, if something is gonna get exclusive content, I'm gonna want to get it on there. And then the irony is that like months later, or I think like a year later, it was all temporary exclusive. Like Microsoft had paid all this fucking money to Rockstar, and it was just a temporary exclusive. Not just for Grand Theft Auto 4, or I mean, it wasn't like for Grand Theft Auto 4. It was for like just the DLC, which is kind of weird. You would think like the DLC would be, I don't know. It was a really weird thing. Like I think retroactively, everyone was like, that's kind of odd, at least at the time. But whatever, I mean, more power to them. 360 was dominating at the time. But anyway, so yeah, that was, oh shit, what am I doing? I'm driving terribly. So that's what happened, and I kind of learned my lesson, and from that point forward, like, I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be exclusive on there. Well, I'm going to buy it. Even if, like, I wanted to get it for this other console for whatever reason. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be more fun or whatever. So that's what I ended up doing. But all right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. You know, it really was a spur of the moment to get this game, and I never finished the game on 360. I just did the DLC. So to me, I just always saw it as like my way of getting the DLC, and I think like the used copy, it was really cheap at the time. I think I spent like $20 or something to get it because everything else, it had been like a year or something after the game came out. I can't remember now, but it had been like quite some time, so it was like really cheap. Um, anyway, but all right, guys, that is it for anything that's not Guitar Hero. For the rest of the month, it's Guitar Hero. So come back next week for Guitar Hero 2 and 3, and we're just going to burn through these games because, yeah. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Take care.